No Man's Sky, from developer HelloFresh Games, used to be great, like one of the best games ever, until the developers decided to ruin it thanks to the endless stream of unnecessary updates and patches. The company had the perfect pizza, and then they kept dumping random toppings on it like pineapples, sardines, and toothpaste until it's inedible. Every time I boot it up after a new update, they've chosen another aspect of the game to make worse. It's like they're on a mission to destroy what was once great, bit by bit, like peeling an onion until there's nothing left but your tears. Remember when the game first launched? It was so pure back then. You had your basic exploration, mining, and survival, and that was all you needed. It was just you and the vast emptiness of space. But now they've overcomplicated everything, and for what? So they can appeal to people who can't appreciate the simplicity of space travel. They keep adding features nobody asked for, such as base building and underwater exploration. It's like going to a steakhouse and being served a bowl of cereal. They're trying to make the game deep when it should be shallow and easy to grasp. The developers need to pay more attention to the mobile games market, which knows how to respect a gamer's time. The earlier versions of the game had this amazing feeling of vast emptiness. It was deep and philosophical, kind of like Minecraft, but with fewer blocks and more existential dread. Now every planet is overrun with stuff, creatures, plants, and nonsense. It's like they forgot what space means. Space is supposed to be, well, space, empty, desolate, and mysterious. They ruined the vibe completely, turning what was once a serene, meditative experience into a chaotic mess. Let's talk about the base building. They added that in one of the updates, and pretty much everyone hated it. This game wasn't supposed to be about building some dumb space cabin on a planet no one cares about. Back in the day, it was all about flying your spaceship, finding cool planets, and moving on. Multiplayer? What a joke. Sure, now you can meet up with other people, but I swear, back when the game first launched, it was perfect because you couldn't see anyone else. It felt like you were the only one in the whole universe, and that was the charm. Who needs friends in space? It's supposed to be about isolation. Now, every time I log in, some random person is flying around in a souped-up ship they probably got from some YouTube cheat tutorial. It's like they turned No Man's Sky into some lame knockoff of Destiny. Nobody asked for this. And don't even get me started on the economy in this game. Back when the game launched, trading was straightforward. You find something valuable, you sell it, you profit. Now, the prices of items fluctuate so wildly that I can't even keep track. I sold resources at a space station one day and got a decent amount of credits, but when I went back a couple of hours later to sell more, the prices had dropped so low that it was basically worthless. What is this? The Great Depression? I'm trying to play a game, not learn about the failures of capitalism. At least in games like Animal Crossing, the economy makes sense. You sell a fish, you get bells. Simple. But the worst part of all, they keep making the game bigger with every patch. More features, more complexity, more garbage. It's like they're building this massive skyscraper, but the foundation was never strong enough to begin with. You know what happens when you add too many floors to a building that can't handle it? It collapses. And that's what's happening with No Man's Sky. The game is collapsing under the weight of its own updates. Games like Fortnite and GTA 5 have proven that you don't need constant updates to keep players happy. Look at Pac-Man. That game never needed patches and people still love it today. Every patch in No Man's Sky is just another kick to the ribs of a once great game. If they cared about their players, they'd roll back all these unnecessary features and just give us the original experience again. And they keep increasing the game's size with these updates. It's taking up too much space on my hard drive. I had to delete important files just to make room for it. It's like the game is eating my computer from the inside. Back in the day, games fit on a single CD, and now I need a whole external drive just for this one game. Games like Call of Duty are much more respectful of our hard drive space, allowing us to install single-player or multiplayer components at our convenience. In conclusion, if you're thinking about getting No Man's Sky, don't bother. It was excellent once, but now it's just a Frankenstein's monster of features that nobody asked for. Every patch takes away more of what made the game special. I miss the days when it was just you, your ship, and the endless loneliness of space. Save yourself the headache and avoid this game unless they decide to roll back all the updates and return it to its original glory. Until then, No Man's Sky is nothing more than a cautionary tale of how to ruin a perfectly good game with unnecessary changes. The sky isn't the limit here, it's the downfall. Rating 1 out of 10 retroactively. The endless patches have twisted the game into a pretzel of confusion, and No Man's Sky has become a no man's land of misery.